Right?
Alright, this is the new Binge Gamer Talk Show. This is our new set.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a real
Today
tree in
we're
the background.
talking with Michal Adam from Hi-Rez Studios about the game Global Agenda. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not much of a PC gamer, but James, the owner of the site, and I sat down yesterday and we played through the demo. So is this is the beta version of the game, right?
That's right, we're currently in closed beta, so this is specifically the third beta build that we released. And in this build, we're showing off 3 different map styles for PvP, match-made PvP. So the different map styles, we have a push map, which involves escorting an objective prop from one end of the map to the other. Attackers want to push it, defenders want to hold them back. We also have a ticket style map where both teams want to hold on to 2 of the 3 objectives for as long as possible, and while they're holding those objectives, they're gaining tickets. And finally, an attack defend map, which is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. So since I know the game has like the different modes, like we played player versus player and the kind of alliance-based game when we were playing. And how do the lobbies work for that? Like, is it set up like as we were playing, like we had to press the button to the menu and switch different lobbies? Is that how the actual game is going to be set up?
Well, so what you did here was went onto a screen and kind of requested for a mission, and then received an invitation to join that mission. Depending on how you play Global Agenda, whether you're part of an agency or whether you're playing kind of as a rogue or mercenary, you'll be, if you're part of an agency, you'll receive invitations to join missions that are specific to the Alliance versus Alliance persistent territory and world domination maps. You'll be receiving invitations to join those missions at specific times. If you're just playing the match-made PvP pickup style, you'll be requesting a mission and then receiving invitations.
Okay. So that it's subscription-based, and the flat fee doesn't include the Alliance versus Alliance, right? Is that like exclusively the player versus player, or are there more modes that can go into that?
So just this past week, we made an announcement of the different ways to play Global Agenda based on feedback from our beta community and from folks who have played the game at trade shows like GameX. We've had a lot of people just say that the combat's totally fun and I can play this just like any other multiplayer shooters. It's super fun and we totally buy this just to play. Also, a lot of players kind of turn their head when they hear subscription-based, so we wanted to remove any of the obstacles that people have with a subscription MMO and offer the game in a multiplayer version that plays a lot like the other exceptional class-based shooters. Only we offer expanded gameplay options like jetpacks and a sophisticated melee system and many device options per class, in addition to character persistence, which involves characters gaining experience and leveling up, also allocating skill points according to gameplay, to your specific gameplay style.
And no elves.
And no elves.
So that was a big thing on the site. So I saw that it's coming out in several different regions. So are the servers all going to be connected? Like you can play with someone across the whole board?
So our plan is to have one server per geographic location. So for example, everyone in North America can play with each other in the same environment.
Okay. So then, different countries, you won't be able to play with someone like America or Japan. There's no like cross.
I wouldn't say you won't be able to play with them, but the server performance will probably be best if you stick to your geographic location. But it's not, we're not dictating which server you have to play on, and there won't be, you won't have to kind of factor in the cost associated with switching to a different server to play with your friends. Kind of, we hope to have everyone grouped in one single shrine.
Okay. So does the game? I guess this is just a general question, just about like the game in general. Does it have like a backstory to like the game world and everything, or just So a little bit about that, I guess.
Okay, great. So Global Agenda takes place in a future Earth. It's actually a 22nd century Earth where the world has overgone a catastrophic disaster, and there are very few inhabitable places on Earth. Those inhabitable places are controlled by an Orwellian Big Brother-like government called the Commonwealth, which is the common enemy, the NPC faction that you're going to go up against in the player versus environment missions. As a player in Global Agenda, you take on the personality of a special agent, one of 4 different character classes. We have an assault, a medic, a robotics, and a recon. Each have a variety of ways to play their class and contribute to team efforts. And as we mentioned, the overall game is to capture territories back from the Commonwealth. And in addition to taking them from the Commonwealth, you want to take them from other agencies or other agencies who have formed alliances with additional agencies, so that you can conquer these territories and hold them and control them.
Yeah, very cool. I know I played as like a recon guy, and I liked the whole jetpack thing. Like, that was really cool. And like I said, I'm not much of a PC gamer, but I found the control, like once I got used to using keyboard and mouse for controls, I found them really responsive, and like switching the weapons was really easy. So I liked the interface and everything.
I want my jetpack today.
Yeah.
To me, sometimes when I'm walking like at trade shows and there's a big show floor, I just want to here we go, boost me across.
Can I have one question from the cameraman? I was just wondering, is it already set up for, like, if I would plug in a 360 controller with the USB, is it already set up where controls can be mapped out easily, or is there too many buttons used with the?
Actually, it is. We do have several folks in our testing lab who play with 360 controllers. So they are mapped, and it is pretty convenient. Of course, there's always that PC versus console battle, and which is more responsive. So you'll have to find out for yourself.
Actually, question from the audience member.
No, peon.
If this game does well for itself, do you guys have any intentions of bringing it to consoles, or like the Xbox, PS3, or even Wii? Is there any plans for that if the game takes off?
If Nintendo comes out with jetpack support for the Wii, I think we would definitely consider it.
A $50 add-on.
Yeah. So truthfully, right now we're really focused on the PC release, and any additional console releases will come if the game does well, and if there is a want for it, we certainly look at that.
I was reading in the press release about the 2 different versions. There's like an auction mode in the Champion. Is that what?
Conquest.
Conquest edition. What goes into that? Is it more like experience points and gold in the game, or is that real world money you're using to auction off?
Well, the auction house, there are many features, many MMO-like features that are associated with Global Agenda Conquest subscription packages, and in the auction house, you would basically use that to trade any loot that was gained from missions, and any enhancements that you would use to kind of upgrade your character, and you can. Maybe you received something that you don't really need, so you can put it up for an auction and maybe bid on something that you do need to make yourself, a super tank, let's say. So again, depending on your play style and your preferences, that's when the auction house would come into play.
Okay. Any more questions from the cameraman or audience?
No, that was a wonderful.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks.